Cobra/Portal 2012 The Resistance Movement. Source: in 1975, a certain agent of intelligence under the code name Michael was running for his life. Illuminati that haunted him. He gathered around him a group of 12 operating in order to protect themselves. While on the run and in hiding, they discovered a maze of tunnels beneath the New York subway system. They entered the tunnels, disappeared from the surface and regrouped downstairs. Thus, the organization was born, with its main command under the subway system in New York. Through the vast spy network that Michael was still on the surface, they contacted several agents who fought against the Illuminati, and many of them went into hiding and joined the organization. Its main objective was to overthrow the government Illuminati and provide advanced technologies for humanity. Personal computers we know today were developed with the support of the organization, and I personally saw a room filled with rows of computers when they were being developed in its principal place of underground command in 1977. The organization had contact with positive civilizations that Agartha. There are underground caves from the millennia. They had contact with positive Andromedans in 1977, if not before, because I remember seeing a ship in silver elegant Andromeda cigar-shaped in its underground hangar too. In the early 1990s, they had some influence to ensure that the Internet has expanded from the military ARPANET to the public domain. The Illuminati and Forces the Outer Darkness to the planet in 1996 launched an offensive to destroy the organization, and there were severe physical battles in underground tunnels and caves that almost destroyed the organization and also almost decimated Agartha. When the need arose, a plan was developed to counter this. In early December 1999, Pleiadians contacted the resistance movement on Planet 10 and sparked a massive revolt against Illuminati there. The Illuminati were knocked down in about 3 weeks and they had to flee to their bases on Mars and on the Moon. At that time, many freedom fighters of the resistance movement entered the underground tunnel systems on Earth to join the organization in its fight. The two forces were integrated and emerged unified and are now called Resistance Movement. Its major joint force transformed the course of events, and now the dark forces were retreating. In 2000 and 2001, the Illuminati lost their bases on Mars and on the Moon and elsewhere in the solar system. With the assistance of Pleiadians and other forces of the Galactic Confederation, all the other Draconian and Reptilian Reticulanous forces were removed out of the solar system, also in the same time period. This created panic among the forces of darkness, and they unleashed September 11 to preserve its last stronghold, the planet Earth. Planet X. The Planet X is a planet on the edge of our solar system. Its surface is not suitable for the physical life, but in the basement there is a vast system of tunnels and bases that was under control of the Illuminati until 1999 and is in the hands of the forces of light forces since. In 2002, the Pleiadians gave me accurate data on the characteristics and orbital elements of the planet. It has a rocky interior and surface covered with frozen methane ice, which gives it a bluish tint. Its diameter is 9,400 miles and its mass is 0.76 Earth masses. The semi-major axis of the orbit is 70 AU, and the slope is 40 degrees. Imagine my joy and surprise when I found an article by Japanese astronomer Patrick Lycauca, who said in 2008 that the hypothetical planet 10 should be composed of rock and ice. Its diameter would be between 6,200 and 9,300 miles and its mass between 0.3 and 0.7 Earth masses. SOME major axis of the orbit must be between 100 and 170 AU and tilt up to 40 degrees. Also ARCTURIAN web link. The main reason why astronomers have not yet officially discovered this planet is because they are being silenced by Kabbalah. In addition, they are looking for new planets near the ecliptic, but because of its highly inclined orbit this is not the place where Planet 10 is to be found. Since it is a very large object, it would be easy enough to see it even in larger amateur telescopes if you knew where to look. And since now is the information that is not the planet Nibiru and will not collide with Earth. The event, September 11, did not go as planned. Kabbalah. Instead, it served as a catalyst for awakening that helped many people realize what is really happening and see beyond the propaganda of the media. This new awareness has made it easier for the resistance movement to improve your plan for the fall of the Illuminati on Earth. By 2003, they managed to clear all the underground military bases of great depth and only the most parts near the surface of these bases remained. Since then, the resistance movement infiltrated with about 300 of its agents within the Illuminati network, especially in top positions in the military and intelligence agencies. These agents are undetectable and the Illuminati have no idea who they are or where they are. In January and early February of this year 2012, the resistance movement seized most of the gold that was in the hands of the Illuminati. So if you want to know where the gold Yamashita, now you know the answer. It is not in the Mariana Trench, is not in Fort Knox, not in private villa cellars of Rothschild and its palaces, not in vaults under the airport Cloton, is not in UBS's coffers in Zurich, is not spread in small bank vaults around the world under the control of the Jesuits. You are in underground chambers of the resistance movement, and after the event it will be returned to humanity and will serve to provide guarantees for the issue of new coins that will bring plenty for everyone. The idea of drawing up a plan to overthrow the Illuminati network existed since the formation of the organization in 1975. In 1977, I spoke to the man who conceived this plan. The document that Drake saw around 1979 was probably an early version of this plan. The initial idea was the armed forces have the initiative and overthrow the Illuminati, under the guidance of the organization and then the resistance movement. Because of awakening that happened after September 11, the original plan was revised. Now, no one is taking care of the planet. The resistance movement will make support mainly military with intelligence about the Illuminati and logistical support, but most will stay behind the scenes. The military will support civil authorities, law forces agents, who will do the bulk of the police sweep operation to arrest members of global criminal organizations. The resistance movement has experience in defeating Kabbalah and unfreeze planets, since they did it on Planet 10 in 1999. They have constant physical contact, not telepathic, with Pleiadians and other breeds of positive aliens in the Confederacy. To them give intelligence information daily on each member of these organizations, where they are, what they do, and even what they think. The Illuminati now have nowhere to hide. No human authority will decide when it will happen. The final word on the time the event happens belongs to the source. This is a cosmic event of importance. The last planet under the rule of the dark forces is about to be released and it will send shock waves across the galaxy. Shortly before the event, the source will send a pulse of light through the Galactic Confederation and the Pleiadians will instruct the resistance movement to use its 300 agents on the surface of the planet and get in touch with the key people in the military and police, and then the operation will start. When the operation is successful, there may be people who want to take advantage of the situation by creating their own governments, confiscating funds, just because the cabal will be removed. This does not mean that human greed and lust for power will also be removed. They are simply part of the character of a certain percentage of unexplained human population. Make sure that the resistance movement knows who these people are, their actions are being monitored and they will not be allowed to take advantage of the situation. To a certain degree of awareness about the planet being hit, the resistance movement will be working behind the scenes for the benefit of mankind. At one point, probably not long before the first contact with extraterrestrials positive, they will come to public. They created a fund of $120 trillion, which will be given to humanity, along with other welfare packages. They are in possession of very advanced technologies, most of extraterrestrial origin. They will provide some background service in view of the commercialization of about 6,000 inventions were developed by Genie worldwide and then suppressed by Cabal. After that, they will bring some more of their own technologies that are even more advanced. This blog was created under resistance movement's instructions in order to educate the population on the surface of certain developments in 2012. Many surfactants resistance movement read this blog, it contains some coded communications to them. The internet is the easiest way to get them some not very sensitive information, at least the part that can be transmitted securely through this public channel. In the future, The resistance movement may decide to do some communications to the general public, and then this blog will become the official communication channel resistance movement with the surface of this planet.